YouTube, Above Average Cody, coming right back at you with some viewer VOD review, the series where we go through a viewer's gameplay and see what they can do to improve their gameplay. Today for you guys, I have some Recharge Strongholds, some Gold 3 gameplay from the homie Jin, who is quite often in chat, and he's a kind fellow. So we're going to go through and see how we can help him hopefully improve his gameplay and get up out of that Gold 3. Guys, if you would like, subscribe, leave a like, and stick around till the end of the video, and I'll let you guys know how you can submit your own gameplay to be reviewed for a future video. And guys, with this gameplay, I'm really excited at Strongholds because if you guys watched my grind through Platinum, I was very passionate about the way some players go about Strongholds here. But more importantly, with this being gold rank, no disrespect to any gold players or anybody really under platinum, but I really believe these are the easiest ranks to get out of because there are very fundamental and very basic skill things that you can tweak in your gameplay to really excel in these lobbies and climb out very, very quickly. So we're going to be analyzing literally everything, guys. This is going to very much cover the fundamentals of Halo, if you will. So if you're a higher level player, guys, you may not get as much from this video. I'm going to say that right at the top here, but I do encourage you to still stick around and then, of course, give Jin some added tips down below in the comments. Now, let's get into some actual gameplay here. Now, you guys actually spawn on A, and pretty much your whole team goes out towards B here. So let's see how this kind of goes before I break it down. So right here, you kind of choose to hang back, put in some shots, which is perfectly fine. Your teammates are flying out onto that B, and they actually end up capping it. And you actually feel that they are spawning A, which is a good hunch to have, and you actually see multiple here, and you're kind of just hanging out on these boxes. So, let's go back to this starting sequence here. Again, I know you're in the streams quite often, so you see what I like to do. I have one little thing that I like to do. I always like to go bottom control door, and I run there, right? The reason I like to move that way, and a lot of players like to move towards red, it's kind of one or the other, because no matter what, you're kind of working towards the power positions on the map. Being down, you want active camo down on that control side. So you very much want to keep eyes on that. And then up high, you can go get that shock rifle and have eyes over nearly everything on the map, right? So right here, off this start, I want to see you go somewhere with a purpose, be it towards that camo, be it towards red pipes. Now, right here, I'm not saying it's bad that you're chilling here putting in shots, but you're very much you're not a presence on the map here, right? You have two teammates pushing out. Even if I don't get any shots on this guy, I have to trust in those two teammates that they are able to kill him. So right here, I'd like to see you either maybe move here and go look for camo, or just give up on camo altogether and go right up for that shock rifle and get eyes over B. Because what actually happens is only one teammate here goes down for camo, and so they get a free camo here, right? So by you just hanging out here, and with their teammate dying on B, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that you guys have multiple people on B. So chances are they're just going to go A, which is what they do. They climb right up, and then right here, when you see the two of them, you have to get out of there. You have to just get out and wait and see if your teammates come to help you. And I like that you do back up, but then you actually poke back out and kind of just instantly die there, right? So to think about what you did here off the start, you didn't really do a whole lot of anything. You put a couple shots in on that first guy on B, but you really didn't. You did nothing, for lack of a better explanation there. So, off your starts here, and this goes for just about everybody, I want you to have, like, and I think Lucid described it as this, every player has some little idea of what they like to do off the start. So if you want to start very simple, just go to the control or A door, the pistol door here to the left, and just look over camo. Because even if you don't shoot anything, you have eyes on that power object, and even if you don't get the power object, you can see where it goes. Just do something productive, be it information, be it damage, or be it just holding the spawn on the map, because you really didn't do any of those things here. So just something to think about on your opening strat here. And then again, anytime you see two enemies in your vision and you don't have help and you are a single man, you need to get out of there. I don't care what's in your hands. I don't care if you're Lucid. You got to get out of there. You got to wait for teammates. That's what's going to give you the best chance to survive. So that's kind of a good starting strat fundamental basis there for you, and just something to think about in the future. Now, Spawning up here, I don't want to overcomplicate things because in gold and even platinum lobbies, people are running all over the map, right? But generally, I want you to think about where your teammates are, where you are spawning, and then this will dictate kind of where you should be moving and where the enemies may be, right? And I did see in your little chat that you put with this gameplay, you're struggling with awareness. Doing that little thing will help you so much with your awareness. Now, you're spawning, let's just see the basic information here. You're spawning up gold, right? You're about to lose all 3 points. You have one teammate in front of you, and I can only assume the other 2 are dead right now, right? So you spawn up, you run out here, and your teammate's actually able to secure those kills. You drop down onto the point, which you really didn't have to, but that's fine. You grab the grapple. You choose to grapple that shock rifle. I like that. Keep that in your hands. And you're kind of just chilling. And you're being very reactive, right? You're being extremely reactive. You're waiting for gunshots, and then you're moving towards them. I do like your move to grapple up here. You do miss the shot here. And then a pretty choppy gunfight on this fella here, even though you do get the reversal. So I want to break down this sequence here, right? So you got to think about what teammates are doing, right? Right when you get this kill, your teammate's going to reset B. You're all good to go. You can just stay up there, right? You don't really have to drop down. Keep the high ground, turn, get eyes on where the enemies may be around the map, right? And I like that you're going around collecting equipment, right? This is something that even I don't do enough in my gameplay. Always gobble up the equipment, guys. The grapples, the repulsors, the shock rifle, of course, the plasma pistol, everything in this area of the map. Gobble it up. Take it with you. Even if you're not going to use it, even if you hate it, it's better in your hands than the enemy's hands. It always is, right? So once you grab all this equipment, right? You got the shock rifle. You don't really see anything going on. You got to try to make a move here, right? You guys have 1 point. You are not scoring. You know that they are all spawning up, and you guys are all huddled in this one side of the map, right? You need 2 points to score in strongholds, right? Only 2. You don't need 3. You don't want 1. You don't want 0. You need 2 points in strongholds, right? So from this moment, I would like to see you and your team make a play. You can get in those power positions and kind of play for a pick, but you already had 1 or 2 dead, right? You just saw your teammate get these kills here on B, so you need to make a play, right? So all this time you're wasting kind of standing here, listening for gunfire, like it's not really a good idea. Personally, I'm looking for this teammate, and right when I see him going towards A, I am pushing that way with him because I'm like, that guy's making a play. I'm going to do whatever I can do to get behind him and help him make a play. And then that kind of condemns you to going for A, right? Which is fine. You need 2 points. You got to go for A. You got to go for C. You can't just sit on B the entire game, right? So I'd be over here before I even hear these gunshots flying, right? Just something to think about. So when you come out here, bit of a slow reaction time. I'd like to see you snap to this guy and try to kill him, right? You can even slide that corner faster to kind of be a bit more of an unpredictable target, but keep that reticle moving. You got to be very fast. You got to react as quickly as possible. Now, reaction time isn't really something you can teach, but right when you come around this corner and you see this enemy, try to take in everything on your screen. You got to snap down here and shoot this guy. I don't even care if he's one shot. I don't care if he's half dead. I'll shoot dead bodies falling to the ground sometimes because I'm just ready to shoot something, right? And then once you get that kill, you can focus your efforts on this other fellow top A, which you do. And then you go and you make this cheeky play to grapple. I like this because you have your other teammate actually going down in pistol door, right? So this is fine. This is all good and fine. You guys are going to get that A and B, right? So now I want to break down your aim a little bit. I know we're jumping around, but it's like easy to go across things as the example comes onto the screen. Right here, you are not doing enough left stick aiming. I don't have a doubt that you're okay with your right stick, but use your right stick to do the big movements like move the reticle over to the enemy. I want to see you do more left stick aiming, right? So use your strafe to keep your reticle over this enemy as much as possible. And when I started thinking like this with my strafe, this is what severely changed my gunfights, right? Use the left stick not to make the enemy miss, but to help you hit more bullets, because the more bullets you can hit, if you perfect everybody, it doesn't matter how many bullets they hit or miss on you, you are going to kill them first, right? So right here, I would be using my left stick to keep it over the enemy, right? When you see him move, you didn't really use the left stick to correct here, right? Right here, I'm going to strafe to the left to get the reticle back over him. You don't really do that. You actually use the right stick. You can see the tilt. You don't really move, and then you shoot, he's gone, And now now you use a little bit left stick, but then you stop short, and you're kind of just getting out strafed, and then you kind of do that drag over and hit the bullet, right, with the left stick. So that last sequence of the gunfight here is kind of what it should look like all the time, right? When you're strafing with him, you're waiting until it drags over, and then you're pulling the trigger. And it's very hard to show you just like pausing and going through the gameplay, but just always use that left stick. That left stick is what's going to keep your aim steady. It's going to keep your reticle sticky. And if you did not know, you do get much more aim assist from the left stick rub than you do with the right stick. So focus heavy on that left stick aim. And I like where your reticle is. You're doing a good job keeping your reticle up. Just think more about using that left stick aim to correct the aim as opposed to using your right stick to do most of the work. And then right here, you have A. You guys lost B. Bit of an over-aim there with your right stick. I'd like to see you just kind of control this A spawn, maybe get into an angle and just keep watching that cross. Because, again, you want A, B. All your teammates die, and now you just have to wait till your teammates spawn up. And see, this goes with the reaction time. You got to take that shot, right? I understand you want to take the time to line this up. Take the shot right here, right? You lined it up initially. You just didn't really trust in yourself, and you're like, oh, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if I line it up, right? And then the opportunity was kind of gone to hit that shot. So react quickly. If an enemy comes into your reticle, I want you shooting him. I do not care if you miss. I do not care if... I don't care if you accidentally shoot your teammate in the back because they're sliding out in front of you. It's an accident. Just take the shot. Right when you see an enemy, snap, shoot. Snap, shoot. The faster you get that first bullet, whether it hits or misses, the faster you engage in the gunfight and the faster that you can win that gunfight, frankly. And then right here, you get more shots on him than he gets on you. You're practically full health. Slide this corner. Run at him. Fly at him. Jump if you have to. I don't care. Just go at this guy, Don't slowly creep around the corner because that gives this guy time to not only regen his shields, but more importantly, help could be coming. You want to fly out and get this kill as quickly as possible, and this is what you should be thinking about. The faster you can speed up your gameplay to get those kills, the way faster you are going to rank up because I promise you, people in these lobbies are not going to be ready for it, right? You see players like Lucid hitting these G slides, going fast, reacting very quickly, shooting. So not necessarily speed up your gameplay in terms of, I need to run over there. I need to run over there. Okay, we have A and B. I got to go to C. But think about it in terms of just playing the small moves around the map faster, right? Again, this gunfight's a perfect example when you get the damage in on them, right? You see Lucid sliding corners, jumping around corners, and I use Lucid as an example, frankly. Anybody Diamond or higher is probably doing this, but Lucid's a good example because everybody's watched his gameplay, right? He's flying out, he's beaming this kid in the head, and then moving on to the next, and that's what you really want to do. Right when you get this kill, you don't want to back off, right? You're almost full health. You want to move out and just look for the next gunfight, right? So say you're obviously working towards B here. Even though you have AC, you should be thinking about getting the AB because it's kind of just an easier point combo to hold. So after I get that kill, I'm putting the pressure on. I'm not necessarily just throwing my body at them, but I'm always thinking about what I'm shooting at next, right? Because I don't want to play reactive and just keep waiting for gunshots. And see, in reality here, with you moving to C, all you did was move into a 2v1, and help actually comes along the way here, but I'd be shocked if you're able to single-handedly take this C, right? And the help actually flies. Your whole team chooses to go for C, so that actually worked out fantastic. I'm very impressed. Traditionally, you'd like to go for B there, but this is fine. So you cap C, right? Now the enemy's on A, so you need to either go for B or A, right? And you're kind of going for A, but you should be looking around to see what your teammates are going for. And you see that you have no help, so this is perfect. You're definitely watching a lot of the VOD reviews. Unfortunately, you go down there, but I do like this sequence. I have to commend you on this, right? Too often in strongholds, people will just run after a point. They don't care what's going on. They're like, I'm going for A. There's nothing else I can do. I don't care what's happening. I'm going for A, right? But you actually push out towards A, and you stop and look and see that no teammates are coming with you. Great job. More people need to do this all the time. It's unfortunate you do lose this gunfight. Again, you did actually take the shot, so you did give yourself a good chance to try to win that gunfight. But yeah, just good job there. You guys want to be going in the same direction. You guys are actually, you lost A and C now, so now you have B, right? You're back in the same situation. You spawned right next to A. So chances are the closest any action is going to be is in control, right? So you have to go cap that A. So let's see what you do here. You run straight out towards B. You want to eat up the area on the map. And now your teammate actually runs past you to go towards A, and you're just standing out here in the open on B shooting. Now this is like just, I don't want to see any of this. First off, you never want to be just standing in the center of a point unless you are trying to cap the point, which you guys actually already had this point off spawn here. And your teammate actually died pushing towards A, right? I'm not even going to analyze this any further. When you spawn up next to a point, you got to go try to take that point, right? That's going to be your best chance, especially since teammate just died here. This teammate is shooting over at C. Chances are A might actually be a free grab. You might have to rat around a little bit, but again, your teammate was going to come this way anyways. And you actually did one of these moments. Like, I can only imagine what this guy was saying as he walked past you, and he's probably like, oh my God, dude, why aren't you capping A? You have to get 2 points to win. You have to. So you have to think about where you're spawning and what's going on the map. And then you very much have to go from there. And they're actually just running out right onto B. You actually go down 2 A grenades. So let's see here. You're putting in some shots across the map. You have BC, which I'm actually okay with this, because now you just want to, when you have the 2 points, you want to keep them as pinned as possible, right? They are spawning in A. They have nowhere to go, right? You have the cross, so you need to see if they cross through towards red pipes or if they cross through control to C, and kind of dictate how you're going to help your team from that moment on, right? And you see them all flying out. They're actually moving towards C, and your teammate is on A, which is actually disturbing. You kind of just have to do what you can to kind of just hold your ground here. And you run right past that enemy to get out of there, which I don't really hate, and this is just a cluster right now. See, now you're just flying at them, right? This isn't really what you want your gameplay to look like, because this is how you get caught in those awkward situations here. So right here, they were clearly going for C, right? And again, just hold your 2 points. Trust me, hold your 2 points. Don't go for that triple cap. Don't try to get jiggy with it like you just were. Just hold them, right? So when you're holding this B, I love this. Great position. You're at arguably the best power position on the map. You can see so much from up here, right? All the enemies are going towards C, right? And you know that. You know that. You have that in your head, right? So when you see this teammate go to A, I'm just staying where I am, right? I don't hate that you go to grab that grapple, but you kind of just fly out of there, right? You're being a little too proactive. Right? You get this grapple, you see that enemy, and you choose to just grapple away from him, right? I want to see you try to hold this position on the map. Again, you pretty much have the position you want to be in. Your teammate's capping A. You're about to get a juicy A-B hold, right? And even if these teammates die on C, who cares? You're still scoring A-B. Teammates probably spawn either maybe red pipes, maybe even A, depending on how far they push out of control. That's a great situation to be in. I mean, best case scenario, they win all their fights on C, right? And then you're just triple capping them. So you just have to look at what's going on the map, take it in, and then dictate what you're going to do. So you could have just held your position, right? If you stayed up top glass, this guy doesn't even look for you, right? You get a free kill. Instead, you push out, you go to grab the grapple, which is fine. But fight this guy. You got a free melee right in front of you. Melee him and then fight him. Instead, you grapple away. Now, you end up on C, the point that they were all going for, the point that they wanted. And now you're in this absolute mixed bag. You don't really know how many are here. You don't know where they are. You're grappling around. You know, you're trying to be jiggy with it, which is fine. I like it. I like trying to get jiggy with it. But it's just it's a low percentage play where you don't really want to put yourself in these positions. And although it may work because frankly, everybody's kind of confused in these lobbies, I'm trying to give you the basis that's going to help you kind of elevate your brain power and your gameplay above everyone else in these lobbies, frankly. And that sounds a bit more philosophical than it needs to be. But again, Strongholds is very simple. You hold 2 points, and the longer you hold 2 points, the more points you get. So, like, you really don't have to fly around the map and stuff. Like, right here, you're just holding C. You know, you're putting in damage, your teammate's there to help, and now they're on A, so you really want to think about how you're going to get a second point here. But your teammate's still over there, so you can just go over and try to help him. I love the grapple play. Get over there quickly. Right? You're putting in damage, and now I'd like to see if you can cap A here. You got to check. You got to clear A. You can't just assume it's safe. Like right here. Right when I'm hopping on A, even if I back onto it, I'm doing the quickest 180 ever. I always check the backside of points because, again, your teammate was just fighting over here for it, so chances are they didn't all just run away from it, right? So you definitely have to check out A before you just think it's a free cap. And I'm actually already at like 20 minutes on the recording, so let's do one more sequence here. I already gave you some good tips that I will recap in a second, but let's go through this sequence. So you guys have C. You are missing A and B, and you spawn into red pipes, right? You spawn very close to a fantastic vantage point being Bat Ledge, right? A good point where you can go up, look, get some info. You choose to run towards A, which actually there's nobody over here, so I don't hate this cap. The entire team is on C. I can only see this because he is in theater mode, but you guys don't know that at the time. However, that little look you did, right when you look over, your teammates are spawning right where you did over on B. You have no info here. So now you can assume that at least most of the team is on C. You get the AB here, and now just hold AB. Everybody get into a position, watch the crosses, shoot your guns, easy peasy. Big time to score here. Oh, you walk out in the open, you see two of them, and they're actually full pushing A. Unfortunate. You gotta just react faster to this, right? I'm not even walking out of this door, right? I'm just peeking out. You walk out and then react, right? What I want you to do is flip those. I want you to look, and then if it's safe, walk out, but always check first. Don't walk out and then react to what's going on. Figure out what's going on and then make your move, right? And then obviously once you see a 2v1, you got to get out of there. Like standing in the store, you got to get out of there. You got to get out as fast as possible. You see a third one, and then it's already over. So a lot to think about here. The two main things I want you to think about are A, your left stick aim and getting kills, right? Think about how you are gunning the enemy. I want you to be a human turret, right? I want you to left stick aim, keep that reticle over the enemy, get that kill, and then snap your reticle over to the next enemy. Where am I going? You know, are they coming from C? Are they coming from A? Where should I be looking where I can put in some more damage? Be it to get a kill or be it to help my teammates get a kill. Second, I want you to simplify the game, right? If you spawn next to A, I want you to cap A. If your teammates are on A and B and you got two teammates running for C, that doesn't automatically mean you should be running for C. Keep it as simple as possible, right? Cap 2 points. Cap 2 points, hold 2 points, you get more score. I see way too much running around, not from you specifically, but your teammates are doing a ton of running around in this gameplay. So just keep it as simple as possible and try to up the speed with how fast you react to shooting enemies. Like right here. I don't want you to let that guy run away. I'm just starting to shoot him, right? He doesn't know you're there anyways. So even if right here he reacts instantly, he's still got to do a 180 before he can even get one bullet on you, right? So just be sure to react quick, shoot fast, and overall just try not to do too much flying around and things like that. Again, you know, make sure it's safe before you make these like big grapple plays or go out in the open and stuff like that. But overall, I like where your head is at on the gameplay because when you were going to push A, you looked back, saw no teammates were coming, you stopped. That's something many gold players, even platinum players, even some diamond players don't have. So I'm very impressed to see that. I definitely think you're some very simple tweaks from making a big jump through your gold gameplay. But again, you have to react fast, you have to shoot that gun, and you have to honestly lay down damage and get a bunch of kills. The faster you can become a human turret and a slayer in these gold lobbies, that's going to be the biggest thing that helps you rank up, I swear. Because the positioning and stuff, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't even really come into like mid to high diamond, it seems like. There's so many people that don't really understand the basics of objective play and decision making. And I'm not saying I'm the best at it. I'm just saying that like it doesn't play a huge role in your gameplay until you get to a certain rank. So for now, focus on frying, up that reaction time, use that left stick, and just keep the game mode simple, and I promise you, you're going to improve, I think, tenfold in the gold lobbies. Just try to be one step ahead of everybody in those lobbies, and that's when you'll start to shine. So alrighty, I hope this made sense. I really tried to make it not too complicated because, again, it is gold, so I don't want to be talking like you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have done this, because there's a lot of very simple tweaks that I think all gold players can do with their gameplay to instantly improve. So that's kind of how I tried to curate it. Anyways, this is already way longer than I thought it would be, so please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Any other tips for Jin here or anyone else that may be struggling in the gold lobbies? And then, of course, guys, channel memberships and super thanks. These VOD reviews and everything are completely free, so if you'd like to support monetarily through channel memberships, I do appreciate it greatly. And if you would like to submit a VOD review or a VOD submission to be reviewed of your own, guys, there's a link down below in the description to join my Discord. It is completely free to join. Once you're joined up, link some gameplay to the VOD submissions channel in the Discord. Either upload it to YouTube is basically what most people do. I'd recommend uploading it to YouTube, and then just link it there. Give me a little text box of what rank you are and what you think you need to work on, and then I'll get to it for a video so I can do some more viewer VOD reviews. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for all the love. Thank you for the support. Jin, I hope you found this helpful. Everybody else, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.